And Tim Kaine last night, this is clip 7.5, he said, you know, in order to have a respectful nation, we need a respectful president. Gail was just here, and I'm not picking on her. She's not here anymore, so I'm not going to go after her. But and I'm asking you not to also. But she was defending Donald Trump, who and acknowledging that he's not a respectful man. I think that's actually a big deal. And, you know, issues, I think that it's possible to set the issues aside and ask, you know, who, well, not entirely possible to set the issues aside. Because then you get into the who would you rather have a beer with, you know, George W. Bush or John Kerry or Al Gore. And which is a stupid way to decide the White House. But I do think that Donald Trump is like almost a breed apart on the one hand. On the other hand, he does represent the Republican base, that basket of deplorables that Richard Nixon reached out to in 1968 with the Southern Strategy, that Ronald Reagan reached out to when the first speech he gave of his presidential campaign was in Philadelphia, Mississippi, where 3 civil rights workers were brutally murdered, and his entire speech was about states' rights, where Donald Trump Jr. gave his first speech in Philadelphia, Mississippi, at the Anashoba or whatever it is, county fair, at the same place, the exact same place where Ronald Reagan spoke to an all-white audience talking about states' rights, or a mostly white audience. In any case, here's what Tim Kaine had to say about that last night.
And I just want to talk about the tone that's set from the top. Donald Trump during this campaign has called Mexicans rapists and criminals. He's called women slobs, pigs, dogs, disgusting. I don't like saying that in front of my wife and my mother. He attacked an Indiana-born federal judge and said he was unqualified to hear a federal lawsuit because his parents were Mexican. He went after John McCain, a POW, and said he wasn't a hero because he'd been captured. He said African Americans are living in hell, and he perpetrated this outrageous and bigoted lie that President Obama is not a U.S. citizen. If you want to have a society where people are respected and respect laws, you can't have somebody at the top who demeans every group that he talks about. And I cannot believe that Governor Pence will defend the insult-driven campaign that Donald Trump has run.
And interestingly, Mike Pence did not defend that campaign. In fact, on numerous occasions, he was given an opportunity to defend things that Donald Trump said. And instead, he lied and said, oh, Trump never said that. Or in one case, he lied and said, oh, I never said that. And Kaine's answer was, it's on videotape. It's like, this is, you know, the real-time fact-checking had to be provided by one of the candidates. It was absolutely bizarre.